Good night, everyone. Today is December 5th, 2022, and thanks for joining me again for another Spontaneous Healthy Meals episode with VBeautiful. Yep. For some reason, y'all, I hope y'all haven't, I don't hope. May y'all be having a wonderful evening or day, wherever you are in the world. And that's normally my ending, my outro, but I just felt like saying it just now. Okay. All right, so what I have here is some more buttermilk biscuits. I've been craving biscuits and fish. So these are just hot out the oven. It's not white flour. It is wheat flour, but it is an organic flour, and it is not enriched. So, yeah. And so the last two biscuits that I made were with coconut oil. Now, coconut oil is very good also to use for making your biscuits in place of butter, but I'm used to using oils because it gives a lighter consistency for me, a lighter feel, as well as the nut and seed milks. So I decided I wanted to use an olive oil today with the biscuits. So I just chilled it. And it came out, as you see, beautiful. Beautiful and luscious. Now, these are the biscuits with a twist. They are supposed to be Southern buttermilk biscuits. But instead of me using milk, as y'all know, I don't use the milk. I use my nut milks or my seed milks. So what I do is, and I think I could have mentioned it in another video. If I did not, I'm going to mention it in this one. Go check out my Just Spontaneous Meals video and let me know if I did mention it, because I've done several videos on buttermilk and biscuits. So, yeah, what I do is I put apple cider vinegar in my seed milks or my nut milks in place of the buttermilk. So, and I do this to taste. When I put the apple cider vinegar in my seed milks or nut milks, I taste it for acidity to see how it tastes, to see how, it's reacting with the milk. So I don't measure it or anything like that. I go to taste. I go by taste, and that's what I do most of the things by taste. In the middle, we're moving on here to the soup I made. This is just my recipe. I just came up with it today. I just threw whatever I wanted to throw in there, and it came out delicious. And I topped it off with some sesame seed oil that gave a little more pop into it. Ooh, y'all, good. It's delicious. And over here we got my famous avocados. Yep. They've been sitting over here in their lime juice so they won't turn brown. So I'm getting ready to eat. But I wanted to say that, and I put some sea moss in my fish soup here to give it more body, which gives it more like a gelatinous feel to it. Like as if when you're cooking you're making a gravy and you add flour to your sauce, and it gives it a thickening body to it so it won't be so liquidy. This is what I do with sea moss in mine. And now we talk about the late great Dr. Sebi and his introduction for most of us, to sea moss and alkaline foods. And he almost became sort of a household name, or maybe he is one. I don't know. But one person that, we don't talk about a lot, and I have mentioned this person also in my video, is the late great Dr. Llaila Afrika. And not only was Dr. Llaila Afrika a historian, he was also a food scientist. Okay? Yep, a food scientist and an author. He's written several books. One of his most famous books is called Nutricide. So I will put a list of books that Dr. Llaila Afrika wrote in my description below, so you can go and check them out. So for anyone who is having a hard time being patient and want to learn some patience, this is a good way to learn patience, is by reading, because this book is thick. This is a thick, humongous, hundreds of pages books. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention him because he's someone who doesn't get a lot of you know, you don't hear a lot about him, and I just feel like it's he needs to be added to, you know, the conversation or the discussion with health and nutrition, because he was a great advocate for that, and he devoted most, if not all of his life to it. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave those in the description. And if anybody wants my how I made my soup, and you want the recipe for it, well, you're gonna have to do something, right? It's exchange for an exchange. And that's only if you want to. Like it, like the video, support me as a subscriber, and you don't even have to support. You can just like the video, make a comment on it, and share it out to anyone you'd like to if you don't want to become a supporter. But I appreciate you peeking in anyway if you did, and I appreciate all my supporters. Y'all been here for a good long while, and I just gained another one. And I really appreciate y'all support and the love and the energy that y'all share with me and I share with y'all. Because each time you stop by my page and you link on and you click on and you see it or you view it, you have put a smile on my face and in my heart. And I aim to do the same for you. So with that said, enjoy the rest of your day or evening, depending on where you are in the world. And yes, I am on the floor, my favorite spot. Stay tuned.